Woohoo! We made it to Monday. Hello, hello. I'll get my shit together. Hold on. Light. Yay, light. Oh, I don't have a preview. Serentus, dude. Oh, thanks for the intro. Brother, it's been a minute. Haven't seen you in forever. Hey, chicken banana. There it is. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Or afternoon. Whatever. Right. I gotta get into some crab rave. So I did find that my blurp audio is not playing on the stream, so I'm still trying to figure that out. But these guys all play, so enjoy some crab rave. Alright. How's it going? 20 streams. You're on it. You should have a prize. What do you want? Let's see. Hello, yeah. Good to see you, Serentus. It's been a minute. How have you been? What are you working on? What's everybody doing? What's happening? I don't know. Hold on, I gotta get my preview screen up because I can't. I will not keep anything in frame unless I can see what I'm doing. How's everybody? Happy morning. Happy Monday. There's a band called the Happy Mondays. It is a song called Birthday. Today is your birthday. I got 450 channel points. Is that, well, that's because you keep playing Crab Rave, I think. Maybe not. That's funny. Woohoo! Okay, do I have a window? I have a window. Hey, let's see if this works. I got this idea from AC. I was checking out his stream last night, and it made sense. Because I've been just messing around with changing background colors of the base here. And I want to try something, because he said the reason he wears black gloves on both hands and uses a black background is because it makes it eons easier for the camera to actually autofocus on the model. If our hands are white, then it focuses. Yeah, AC's cool. So I want to see if that's true. Right, so these, hold on, I got to shift this around. So I've got a piece of construction paper, and I kind of need to move my area over. All right, so let's try something with color. So we've been working on Zanbar. So that's not focusing with the ship. So it was focused yesterday. So let me check what we got here. That's continuous autofocus. Yeah, I mean, I usually wear one on my left hand just because I'm really bad at rubbing paint off. But I've never worn one on my right hand. It might work if we can actually get the focus mode to focus. So that's autofocus. If let's see. Yeah, it was focused yesterday. Okay, that's continuous autofocus. That's automatic autofocus. What continuous autofocus? Technically. Yeah, continuous autofocus, yes. All right. Let's see, a little too close. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And I want to get, that's pretty good. Yeah. Let me try something. Back it up, back it off. Yeah. Oh, camera is really loose. Hold on. Come on. Okay, why is my lens not moving at all? It won't let me focus. Oh, weird. What's going on? That's strange. It won't let me, Oh, so we need breathers. It really does. Oh, yeah. Hey, there you are, Franza. You can come bother me anytime. Trying to figure out now my focus on my camera won't even. It's not working. Hold on, guys. We'll get this sorted out here. What is going on? It's bizarre. Yeah, I can't. It's. Oh, there we go. Okay, I was in the wrong mode. So if I bring it out, I mean, that's pretty good, right? Not really. Like if I just leave it there and don't move, it's kind of okay. What if I move the camera up, which we did yesterday? See if we can bring it up more. Physically up more. Let me try it. We're just kind of figuring this shit out, right? Come on. Okay. I don't know. That's pretty good. I don't know that we're going to get a whole lot better. That's 70 millimeter times 2.9. Not great. I'm not impressed. Huh. Well, we're going to do what we can and see what's up. Let me try it with a different model. Yeah, it's in automatic. It's in continual automatic. Because there's an autofocus and then there's continual autofocus. So let me try a bigger model. Yeah, this guy. Yeah, see, that's good. It's just, there's more white here. Still not awesome, but why? It should be crispy as fuck. That's the thing. His head's blurry. Unless I move it way down here. Well, that's weird. It wasn't doing that yesterday. Oh well. Let's see. Kind of chilly now. Winter is over. I don't know about you, Fanny, but it's like 50. It's only gonna be 50 today. So I think, yeah, and we've got our first freeze tonight. It's gonna go down to 29 degrees. So here we go. It seems like it's only holding your hand. Yeah. Maybe it doesn't like the black. Let me try something. All right. So if I remove this paper, that's all I'm using is a piece of black construction paper. If I take this out and we use this, any better? Not really. Well, maybe. Let's try a smaller model again. And zoom back in. Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, so that's really not any different. That's pretty sharp. Until I figure it out, we'll get it. We'll just keep messing with it. I don't know. So I definitely don't want to manually focus because that'll be fun. We'll just go with this for now. How are we doing? I don't think the 2 gloves is going to make a difference now. Well, if it doesn't make a difference, then let's go ahead and use black. So anyway, I don't know who's new here, who's not here. I'm Tejas, this is Smiling Beagle Studios. I paint fantasy stuff mostly. Focus on display competition stuff, but I paint anything, anywhere, anytime. But yeah, so this guy's for a My Mini Factory competition. And for context, because it looks really lame, is his base. So his base is got a fiery ring on it, so the idea is it's this. So I'm gonna pin him up above the base so he'll be floating. Yeah, that focus is such. What's going on? Yeah, it's focusing on my hand. That's awesome. Anyway, so this is kind of what we've been working out. But he's on hold for now. We've actually got a mission to start. I've got these 2 little changeling fellows to do. Oh, and like I said, we were working on this guy too. So he's in progress. He's probably gonna be for Nova next year. one of my entries, so that'd be cool. Yeah, he's blurry as fuck. I'm impressed. Fits my. It seems like it's only holding your hand. Yeah, the focus distance, right? Might be because oh, I know why. Because I'm in manual exposure. That's one thing I changed. Let me not do that. Let's change the mode. That's the one thing that was different. And if I accidentally shut the camera off, that's what's happening. It is Monday after all. I mean, come on. Okay, so let's put it in intelligent audio. Okay, so that kind of updated its full thing here. And I can tell the exposure totally changed. Oh, man. Okay, sorry guys. We'll get this worked out here. I need to have a good experience, otherwise what are we doing here? That's intelligent audio. Let me go back to exposure, manual exposure. That's manual exposure. That's pretty good. Try one thing here. If I actually mess with the exposures, how about that? I don't know if it's my eyes or what, but that looks pretty good. Okay. See, he's got his exposure set so the background is like damn near black. I mean, it is basically black. So I'm imagining his ice. Looks pretty cool. Hold on. Okay, let's bring up the ISO a little bit. We're just gonna putz with this. Why not? It's part of the hobby, right? I'm gonna go with this. Yeah. Because the whites aren't really white. That's pretty good. I'm just gonna leave it. Sorry guys, we'll figure out focusing issues later. It's always something. Anyway, we are not working on him today, but it's fun to look at. Like, I want to paint him. Okay. Anyway, how's everybody doing? So I've got these two guys we're going to be working on. We're just going to go here. And screen's going to get black for a second as I wipe my lens up. See, that'll help. Clean the lens off a little bit. All right. And it's always a process. Anyway, we've got two of these dudes, and our plan is, so these are changelings, doppelganger changelings. He's standing on there, obviously, but he's a doppelganger changeling, and his theme is going to be grayscale. I won't ever go to black. It'll be like dark grays to light grays. Very dark grays. And then all these faces on his cape are going to be bright colors. So we want to make sure his cape is like a really dark color, I think. And he's going to be gray, his face. So that's this one. And we need to zenithal this first. I haven't actually inspected this. He's wearing like pantaloons, kind of dustery clothes. But I need to get this zenithal so I can see what's actually going on in here and make sure I've got my reference picture ready to go. Yeah, swampy hands, faux show. Yeah, we've been up to all kinds of no good here. Oh, I wonder if I can play that now. I wasn't live last night. You know, just looking at all the dark, it's kind of hard to preview stuff. Let me see something here. Let's, one thing, that's got to go back on. Oh yeah. Gonna make sure I've got my reference picture up. I've got a few of these just to see. See it in general. Where's my desktop? Desktop. Okay, too many things going on at once in my head. Hold on a second. Alright, let me see if I can play a sound. That was the first thing I was going to check. To see if Blurp will play now that I'm live. I didn't want to fire up a stream last night. Yeah, all the Blurp ones down here. Let me see. Nope. It will not play. Operator error, I'm sure, but Blurp has no idea. When we were playing them before, because I remember Painty playing Banana Phone, and that's a Blurp. Yeah, that plays.
Ring, 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 banana phone.
So let's zenith all these guys out. The second one, we're gonna do like a, like a Swiss Army Guard, like at the Vatican, right? So it'll be really bright reds and oranges. Yeah, but I need to get these zenithals so I can see what the hell is going on, and I want to get the bases first so that these will be the same. Okay, so this extra glove doesn't seem to be doing us any favors. I like the idea of a black paper, but when I'm looking at my preview screen, I can't see what I'm working on. There we go. Now I can see shit. Okay. Back to normal. You know, we try stuff out, see what works, what doesn't. All right, let's get a dry brush. Let's get some darkish gray. Actually, I think I want to paint it first. Let's do that. Let's just let's get some. Need some Payne's gray. Okay, let's do that. Let's do these rocks up. You can do just about anything with rock. They have all kinds of colors. Very good. Payne's gray is a great utility. Dun, 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 dun. So yeah, anyway, we're back to this. These little guys, and he's got a foot mark, so I want to make sure I don't cover it up. Alright, so there's a footprint right there, so that's the guide of where his foot goes. I want to make sure we didn't cover that up, because his back heel is actually hanging off of it. Kinda. So he goes like this. We got stones. We can throw a little moss down on here, but pretty simple. So, color on heel. And need some gray. Well, we'll need some gray. Some dark gray. Winter's here. I gotta start a fire. Wait, that's dark gray. What? Oh, it's my blood. Okay, well, it never hurts to ask. They both look the same. And we can make some up. So, yeah. Colors down. I'm like gray. Do. I can make gray. We'll get some white. Here's some white gray. Saves us a little mixing time. Wonder, yeah, I'm gonna try other blurps. Let me see if any of these other ones. 20, that's quite epic, Mark. I've never been to anyone's stream that fast. Or that many times.
It's peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time. Peanut butter jelly time.
Way. There you go. Okay, so that played. And
My God, it's a city of apes.
ring, ding, 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 ding. I'm just testing all of them now. All the blurp ones. Let me see it. Yeah, because Crab Raid's a blurp. So it is just happy, joy doesn't want to play. It's probably copywritten because I clipped it out of a cartoon. It's probably going, nope, we're not gonna play this. That's probably the issue. That's too bad. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Huh? Oh, I know. I'll just carry on painting stuff. So these guys, I'm thinking a couple weeks might be quicker because we got to keep working on the other projects too. So kind of mix it together. Get some white. Should be good to go for bases anyway. Okay. And actually, these colors, this will be the palette for Changeling number 1. Well called. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, way better. Now that's funny. Okay. I just changed it back to auto mode. Intelligent auto movie mode. Now it works. That's pretty good. Okay. I can live with that, whatever. And let's see. Need paint holder, please. There's one. Get some tape. What's everyone working on? Feel free to share if you want. What about second focus? Second focus? Ah! Boom, much better. Yeah, right? That's so weird. It's just changing modes on the camera. It finally caught up with itself. Alright. Second breakfast? Actually had pizza for breakfast. How about that? I can't eat pizza much. Once in a while. Actually, I could probably live on pizza, but I can't eat it because it's like a total carb fest. I'm gonna move the camera. I don't want to sit that close to the table. Bang, bang, bang. Yeah, I didn't get any benefit for the camera having to have a glove on both hands. I mean, I'd rather not anyway. Use Serenas. It's just uncomfortable. Don't really like wearing a glove at all anyway, but I spend so much time fucking repainting stuff that I rub off. It got old. Okay. Oh, Hellsmith of what? Hellsmith of Hatchet. Oh, okay, sort of like Chaos Dwarves. Right on. No glove, no love. That's funny. Oh. Glass palette for this. Don't know. So I got one of these glass palettes, but I glued it to the lid of my wet palette. This if I want. Do this in a medium gray. I don't know. We're gonna lay this out in paint scraper. So coffee is not fully assimilated yet. I'm like my ADHD brain is all over them. We're doing Payne's Gray first. That's our base. We're gonna go over the top of that. Just because I want to give it have a little bit of a bluish hue. But it'll be really dark because we're going to be mixing in grays with it. But I want this Payne's Gray in the cracks. I don't know what's supposed to be under there. I don't know if it's water or I don't think so. It's just a standalone piece of sidewalk. Dun, 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 dun. Sounds like something out of a Monty Python movie. Yeah, there's been all kinds of busy over here. We finished up a Goblin Succubus, pretty big. Working on the Zanbar guy, working on Uther. There's a lot going on, it's good. work, commissions. Nice. It's pretty good. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's okay as some of our primer ships the black. But I don't think it will. Yep. Got it pretty covered. That side should be good. Okay, now the coffee's starting to kick in. Start singing. We're good. Okay. Actually, you know what? While we're doing that, let's paint. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Monday. So much Monday. And we're gonna dry brush this. We're gonna go, we don't have to go too crazy with this, the bases. I want them to look decent, but I don't have to pick out details or anything specifically, so just do like a grade dry brush over this, let it pick out the detail. We'll give it a little light source in the front and we should be good to go. Actually, you know what? Paper towel. Mix all this. Not using that much paint. Hold on a second. Just paper towel. Okay. Dusty dry brush. Maybe a small. Yeah. We'll use the loose one first, and then we'll use a smaller one. This one will let us get paint color. Let's do like a dark gray, huh? Yeah. that. A little bit of the next higher up. So this is the front view, just to keep that in mind. No love, no love. Bam, bam, bam. A lot more paint. Gray. Okay. Bing, bing. Dun, dun, dun. It's gonna work today. Yep. Hi. Yeah. There it is. I forgot it wasn't on. Huge much paint. Put up there. Person. Where? This just gives an overall kind of definition of stuff, details, and we'll go over it with a smaller brush in areas of interest. And tinting. Filter in some more of this Payne's gray. super thin. Dark here. Now again, because these aren't display quality, this is like tabletop plus level, so we're not going to go too crazy on this. We do want it to look good, but we're not going to be picking out a lot of individual stuff. We're going too crazy with it. But that should look good. And this minor glaze just ensures that it kind of falls into the tiny little cracks in certain areas. Temp stuff, so we're just darkening up underneath here. And I noticed there we need to clean those little bumps up. In cleaning, I didn't get the little nubs under the bridge. Clean. All right, there we go. We just want it nubless. Nubless. Sans nubs. But you know what I'm gonna do? That should actually be pretty dark. It's under the bridge. Hashimoto, how's it going? Woohoo! How's your day? Welcome in. So I just want to slowly darkening down. Make it darker than the rest because it's under a thing, so it's not getting any light. So, hey. Doop-doop-a-doo. Get it dark into there. Okay. Now, tomorrow's my 80 days anniversary of learning Japanese. Awesome. That's quite the undertaking, though. I still think it's amazing. I know 2 languages. I know English and Pig Latin. Does that count? Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Good on you. Get some light. Put some light on the subject. Smaller brush. Get our light gray. White. Had to taste it. focal point of our friend. Add our filter. I can English, speaking and writing very well. I can a few words in Polish. Wow. Coworkers and classmates from Poland, yeah, and French in school. Very bad at it. Yeah. Well, there you go. You found your niche. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I think we talked before. My niece-in-law, she got her master's in Asian languages. I want to say Oriental languages, but I'm not sure if that's what the degree was called. But she yeah, so she speaks like Chinese, Mandarin, Cantonese, Vietnamese, Korean, Japanese. Insane. It's like her brain just, and now she knows Italian because she's been living in Italy for like 10 years. So, just one of those mental people. People who can sort that all out in their brains. Yeah, we did talk about her, yeah. Still blows my mind. And she paints minis too. She was on stream once. She joined on the YouTubes. And her boyfriend, he's actually pretty into it, so he's paints a lot. Pretty good. So now let's go over with this white, pick it out a little bit, and I think we're good. Repeat. Number 2. I will. Yeah, actually, that's what she does, is teaches it ESL, but that's what she was doing for the Peace Corps for a while. Teaching ESL, teaching English, and yeah, sweet. All right, I'll find it and get it to you. I'll DM you, and I'm not sure where your username is. All right, almost there. Really want to get the cracks accentuated, but again, I also don't want to spend a ton of time on it. So. Alrighty, and let's get color. Yep. Oh, show. Kind of want to letting it rub into the ridges in here. Dun, dun. Like the theme to Hawaii Five-O. Just randomly hitting this with light. I posted on your Discord. Sweet. Cool, cool. Yeah, so you get you guys hooked up. And I'm letting the brush just kind of hit that stuff. This now, I looked up like 4 different videos, like 10 different methods. Bronze turned out to be, but you think it turned out to be not too shabby. Cool. Yep. A lot of it's just experimenting with stuff. It's like, what happens when you do this? What happens when you do that? Weathering stuff's fun. Rough iron as a first layer, yeah, okay. Yeah, I've got like there is a method to that, like Monument Hobbies has got one of the tutorials is for doing like a bronze, so go from like a real dark rough bronze and then dry brush a lighter bronze on top of it. What did they say? Games Workshop said bases and bases. Even though we're not going to go too crazy on this, we just want to ease on here. Yeah. Which brand of rough iron? That makes a difference too. Yeah, that's pretty good. Still want to get a little more color down on here. Just a little bit of look at. Oh. I don't want okay. A little bit of a brown. Can't. I think that'll work for our base formula here. Kicking on, we're gonna get the wood stove blazing so the oil doesn't come on. You got the oil set to 65, so if the fire can keep the house above 65, then the oil never comes on. That's the quest for winters here. And what we're gonna do is I'm just gonna smush, not even smush, put this color on. Push it around. We're gonna splatter and mush. These are technical painting terms. Familiar with the art world. So I'm just taking this with a nasty brush and just take a bit off. I just want to give it a slight bit of color. Dry smishing, my new technique. That's what I'll call it, dry smishing. Like it. Okay, we're good. So we got some blues and browns, stark, and it's lit in the front. Get this fellow on here. Or maybe it's a gal, who knows? It's a changeling. Be anything you want. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Now we do the other one. That's what I did. Matt Craggy, blue. Oh, Citadels, yeah. So blue and then dry brush. Gold. Verdigris, yeah. Dry brush. Computer armor, yeah, I've got that. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you can just mash all those together. That sounds good. That's the fun part about distressing stuff and weathering things. It's really creative and subjective and interpretive. And you don't have to be exact to do it. Yeah, it looks really cool. Yeah, see, now that's sharp. Fucking camera. Let's get a little bit of smush in the. This is like not really thin, it's just not a lot of pigment. Ish. Okay. All right. So, yeah, that sounds like a good method. Actually, you can like take what you did right there, explaining how you did that, and there's a channel in the Discord called Alchemy and Recipes, and that's exactly for stuff like that. Specific recipes or something somebody did to get a certain effect. That's what that channel will be for. Alright, so we got this guy done, so now let's work on the next one. We're doing this. Know the method we're looking for here. So, dry brush, big dry brush. Yeah, see, like I could write this process down. For order, base and paint gray, then dry brush with a medium dark gray. Yada yada. But people find it really helpful, especially when they're starting out. You need some guidance on kind of what direction to go in. And I understand that because I get like decision paralysis. So it's if I have too many options available, I don't choose any of them. It's like, what if I pick the wrong one? Or how do I know this one's not going to be better than that one? Or, you know, oh, I hear lots of stuff about AK that's awesome. I mean, at the top of the line, AKs, Monument Hobbies, Fanatic Army Painter, all the stuff at the top of the line, Turbo Dork, you know, the big ones you hear, they're all good paints. P3, you know, it just depends what you're looking for, and they all have different qualities. You know, some feel different, some are creamier, some need more dilution, some don't. Like so I'm all in on the Too Thin Coats brand, so I have that entire range, and then I've got Monument Hobbies, the Pro Acryl signature set. So I got like all the signature sets from Pro Acryl, plus a few other paints, and then I've got probably 30 Citadel contrasts that I hardly ever use. Sometimes. I mean, once in a while, some good browns. Yeah, people love AK. I've never actually tried it. I've got AK pigments. So a lot of the AK stuff I've got is like these. Yeah, it's like these pigments. And we'll probably, yep, that's good. So I was picking around for fun, picking around on this guy. He's like a brain cleanser for me. So we'll keep working on him. So I got his base. We're just kind of slopping stuff around on here. I don't know. Just gonna get started on her. So she's my distraction while we're working on this. I've got another piece I've got to work on too. He's gonna be fun. AK's black and white, yeah, cool. I know the Monument Hobbies is good, but I mean the Too Thin Coats white is good. And I've got a real heavy gold white that I hardly use. So much pigment. So I don't use pure white that much. Mainly just a blend. I rarely paint anything white directly. Starting to get into good paint brands. The paint quality here in Brazil is terrible. Oh, you're in Brazil. I think you might have told me that, which is why we have to import it. Yeah. For use in an airbrush, just, well, anything. Yeah, anything in an airbrush is going to work if you dilute it enough. You want it kind of runny, not like super runny, but yeah, just add thinner. You can use water too, it just depends. You can throw anything through an airbrush. Try hard enough. You can even spray, I spray metallics through. It works. Oh, good. I can say it's almost break time, which is great because I need coffee soon. But yeah, they're all good brands. I did notice that the Pro Acryl, I don't have to dilute it, really. It comes out of the bottle like, I don't know, like, not as thick. The word. Words are hard, Kevin. But I do have to dilute, like, the Too Thin Coats. Actually, I've got all the signature sets for Pro Curl except for what's her faces. Her name was on the tip of my tongue. I haven't watched any of her stuff. Anyway, it was all just kind of bold, basic colors, which is great, but I didn't need those. Grays. Get our grays. We just went brighter before. No, because we're trying to leave the paint through cracks a little bit. Oh, this is a stacky process. Stacking paints. I like the oils too. I was doing the Elf with oils, I've got a set of Winsor Newton oils that I use, which is cool because you don't have to. It's like with oil, it's not the same. You don't have the same concept of layering like you do with acrylic paint because it takes so long to dry that you can sit and just blend what you want where you want. It's pretty nice. This is different. And I need to get a set of brushes just for oils. Acrylic brushes. Oil is deadly for a brush. I hate that part of it. You know, the front part is lit because that's our focal point. That gets the most of the light. Does AK have thinner? Yeah, you can use any thinner. As long as it's a thinner, medium thinner. Yeah, I don't think these brands don't make like specific thinners because you can get that. Yeah, you can use water too. It's a different consistency, so it depends. Like I got into using glazed medium for a while, and it's like it doesn't thin the paint out like water does. It's weird. It's called thinner, but it actually thins less than the water does. The theory is that and correct me if I'm wrong, my understanding is the theory is the water separates the pigment particles more, and if you use a medium, like a thinner medium or glazed medium, anything like that, it keeps the keeps the pigments together. What is the word? Viscosity? It's too early for big words, but yeah, it's the water thins it out more pigment-wise. So it's different. It's even better if you only use water. It makes things easier for me here. No need to. One more thing to not have to buy, that's for sure. Because you can spend a ton, and honestly, you don't need to spend hardly anything. I dumped a bunch of money into it when I got into it, but it got everything all set up at once. Yeah, we're also running a business, so it's a lot of the essential stuff all at once. But now it's like budget land. Then I discovered, it's like you can get enticed by all the new toys and products and gadgets and widgets, paints, because that's their business. Their stakeholders need to make money. Yeah. We were talking the other day how you don't have to spend a ton of money on all these. Like, how much better can you make a brush? How much better can you make a wet palette? I mean, we need different ways to innovate in this industry. We don't need new paint lines. We don't need new paint holders. I realize that, yeah, you don't have to spend any. I mean, most of the money I ended up spending was because we upgraded our printer, so there was all the printer supplies, all the paints, all the brushes, the things, all the essential stuff. I made sure I got decent things. I got a bunch of inks, and, all the tools that I need. Now it's good. But in the process of that, I realized you don't have to spend anything really, other than paint and brushes. You can do everything else by hand. Okay, so we're gonna mix in our glaze in our paint. Alchemy panel. Cool, yes. Oh, I saw that. Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you. Get that channel rolling because I know people have all kinds of recipes they use for stuff. Oh, Sarantas. That's a good point. Since Sarantas is here, a rare Saranta sighting out in the wild. If you want to put that, like what Hashimoto just did, Hashimoto just did, put that, put your copper recipe in there, in the alchemy channel, if you want. I think that would be great. I'm just going to glaze back over this with our paints gray, right? We want to keep it filtered. Crack the cracks. Yeah. Did someone want a pink copper? Well, just in case, you know, because you and I were talking about it that one time. And I thought about it, like, wonder how I would approach. Did you have pink in it? And there was like a whole thing. Yeah, let me know if that link doesn't work, dude. Somebody was saying one of the Discord links didn't work. I don't know. I haven't run into it again, so I don't know. Yeah, that was a while ago. Time flies when you're painting tiny things. Darken up under here, because it's under... Right. That no one's copper is actually copper. Yeah, that's why we need you to share your knowledge of copper. Apparently, you've got it. And that, yeah. I mean, I don't particularly use recipes, but I will if I have to paint something that you don't run across. And it's like, I don't want to spend an entire day figuring out a mix from scratch. You know, if I can get somebody's basic recipe, at least it gives you the idea of where the mix is going, so you can have a starting point at least. Yeah, so everybody, Sarantas has the secret key to copper. Pay attention. He's the key master. La 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 la. Yeah, I'm just trying to build in the cracks just a little bit. Back. The metallic rose wash, is that it? See, now you've let the cat out of the bag. I don't have metallic rose. I can't make it. I can't make proper copper. Actually, I kind of do. So they've got this color. So let's see, the Duncan Rhodes has it's got a scarab red, which is a metallic that goes on. It's kind of pinkish, rose-ish. A little dark. Kind of though. Alchemy range called Garnet. Okay. Yeah, you gotta be careful with the metallic paint, just raw. Sometimes. Like you have to dilute them extra, or you gotta pay attention to them for sure. Do. Add some white or light gray smatterings. Smattering, that's what I'll call it. Smatter. Just kind of let the brush bounce around on here. I'm not doing this. It's ghost painting. Hey, I wonder if we could do that. So they have like writing, right? So people will often get in a state where they're something's using their hands to write, basically, and then they just kind of. It's like what do they? There's a term for it. It's automatic writing or something like that. Why don't you do that with painting? Kind of get into a deep meditative state and then just let it go and see what happens. Trying to keep most focus on the front focal point. We're looking at it. That to be the brightest. New metallic paints. Yeah. Cool. Alright. Then we'll mush our brown. I need to write down all these creative morning terms I'm coming up with. I'll never remember. Visual interest here. A lot of times, you know, just to create even something simple like these little faces, doesn't take much to create interest. Just, you know. Take something from gray to gray plus. Man, let's see, how bright is it? Take it up another level. Get our white. Yeah, I don't use metallics very often. I mean, I would, but a lot of the display pieces you're painting in them out because you're not going to paint something that big. Metallics like something for him, for example. He's small enough that. I mean, I don't know. See, again, I don't use metallics. I could have painted that with metallic. But some stuff, I would. But like her or him, whoever it is, they don't have, like if that was a sword, for example, or whatever, I wouldn't paint this arrow with a metallic paint for this size. But I would for this size. I only didn't on here because he's a competition piece, and you won't use metallics. And then, yeah. So that would have to be intimate. That's just the way I look. Hi. Hey. What's going on?
Making a fire. It's
Yay.
freezing.
Yeah, it's 42 degrees. And that's why the boiler's on. And we need to not have it be on because that costs money for oil. So fires are good. But once this fire starts, this sucker will be burning for the next 4 months. We just keep the thing going. Fire! Ah. Yeah. I just kind of do that every time I go start to. But yeah, we've got this huge ass wood stove in our basement garage that heats the whole house when you keep it burning. Of course, that means the time of loading wood into the house every. That's the part I don't like. I smell it. I love the smell of fire. I love the fact that the wood floors upstairs get warm. That's pretty awesome. I also did a little post. Sweet. Have to have the paint ridges. Oh yeah, that helps. Yes. No, that's what I was saying. I don't know if you were here the other day. We had so Ninja hooked me up with a couple of those new cards. I'm dropping stuff everywhere. Which are just, it's a Zorn palette basically, but it's for fantasy and sci-fi images specifically. So they come out with like 5 colors that you can challenge. Like if you get stuck, like I can't figure out a palette for this squad or whatever, you know, you can pull up one of your cards and be like, oh, that's a cool one. But he tells you like what, you get the hex color and then Pro Krill, P3, AK. And then if there's a like, army painter, he's also got 2 thin coats, so if there's a 2 thin coats version, he's got it on there. I think it's on this one. Yeah. TTC. Yeah, this furry green is actually, fury green. I always say furry green. That's what this color is. That's the base color of this cloak. So, yeah, you know, it's kind of handy. I would paint the rest of them with these colors, but you get it. But I could, right? I could go, well, wait a minute, because that color's in here, these other colors need to match too to it. So that means if that works in that palette, if I wanted to use that pink, for example, I could. Or the yellow. And he's got that in there, so there's that yellows and it's a little bit in there. So, you know, they're good for little bits of reference like that too. It's like, oh, well, if this color's used, that means that allows me to use this and this and this color. It just jogs extra neural pathways in your head that wouldn't have been previously jogged, I think. I don't come from an art, like painting art background, so any tools I can use help out quite a bit. Yeah, I'm digging this. Alright. So, that being said, I'm going to take a 5-minute pause for the cause, go to the bathroom, refill my coffee, pet a creature, and we will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Or go anywhere. I'm not the boss of you. Anyway, I'll be back. I'll be back in 5. see something. Well, since we got the focus issue worked out, I wonder now if the black idea works better. I'm gonna find the best. Alright, so here's with black. We're looking, and I'm gonna pull this guy back out just for focus sake. Still sharp. That's good. Okay. Now if I put my hand in, does it take away the focus from the model? As you can see, the light change. Ha ha ha! Okay, wait, I think we're on to something. Maybe gloves, that does work. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so now we can mess with I'm not messing with the mode, but that helps. It doesn't shift the color. Alright, well, fine. I get it. A lot of just try this, find out what works. Find out what doesn't work. Exposure, yeah, well that's the thing, right? If I'm in auto right now, because when I put it in, if I put it in manual exposure, then we lose the focus ability. So if I go back here and change it to manual exposure, so this is, yeah, so that's manual exposure. And yeah, well, I was using, I use manual for all my planner shots, but video wise. So that works. Okay. Shiny. I haven't varnished this dude in a while. Yeah, okay. That works. Let's see what it looks like on these little black bastards. Yeah, okay. Uh, 30 to 50. Oh man. 30 to 50 what? Because I'm dealing with ISO and stop and all that. Yeah, it's lost all my focus. That's funny. Oh, that's because I'm way down here. Now we're playing with this again. Yeah, I messed with stuff. As soon as I went into edit the ISO, we lost focus on everything. Boo! That's not gonna work. For giggles, let's go back to what did work. Hold on. All right. Okay. Just have to get it. Yeah, that works. Okay, so 30, 50, I don't know. What are you setting 30 to 50? Not exposure, or not a ISO. We need to zenith all these guys because I want to get them glued on today. ISO it 30 to 50? Wow. I can't go that low. Huh. I can go to, I mean, that's 100. That's 80. And if I say auto, that's auto. So it wants to, that's 6,400. ISO auto. Oh, okay, so we go back to our 250. 320. I think I like 320 actually. I gotta figure out this screen because I've got this shitty third-party monitor in front of me, a little external monitor, and I can't see the model at all because the display is too dark and I can't adjust it. 30, wow, that's nuts. I've never gone below like 200 or something. 30. You know why? It's because I've got. Oops. What is it? Oh yeah. So that might be why. This is my aperture. So if I open that all the way up. Well, that's at 200. And then if I go to ISO, I still can't go. I see what you're doing though. You're going opposite. We're doing it the opposite ways. So this is 80 now. That works. I can roll with that. I think. Let's see what something bigger looks like. Excellent. Oh yeah. Okay. Pretty good. All right. Great. We will carry on. So I want to get these zenithals so that I can get them glued on to the base. I can start already painting, blocking out his colors. I know. I think later on today I might actually use my graphic tablet. Kind of digitally sketch out what's going to be what. Maybe not, actually. Once we get the zenithal on, I'll be able to tell. I only really zenithal just so I can see the details of them. See what we're actually painting. And it's a good reference for lighting and such. It's gonna dry brush this. Typically, well, bigger models I would actually spray zenithal like it with the ink. But for these little guys, not so much. He's just gonna have his light sources obviously coming straight down, so that we can show off these faces. So this guy is going to be grayscale, except for the faces. And I'm going to cover all of it right now. And I need to be very careful because there's little dangly bits that will break off. Yeah, he's got these little tassels and things. That's the kind of stuff I would typically destroy. It's like, be careful. Downward motion, high parts. Maybe I should use my bigger brush. This guy's too. It's not holding the paint right. A little too stiff. This other one, I use the big guy. Go in with the big gun. And yeah, I'm not really doing this orthodox. I'm still using my wet palette. Not proper dry brushing. Getting paint off. Okay. Now it's out of focus. I have to hold it up here. That's fine. I'm typically not laying it on the table anyway. Yeah, it goes out of focus. But if it should be continuous. Why are you not just grabbing it? It shouldn't matter if I move it away. Huh. That's weird. Because it's grabbing the napkin. But don't want to deal with the technical garbage. About the painting methods. Not the stuff that's not painting. Finish your words. Okay. Trying to see all the little bits that are actually on his body. We've got a knife. Yeah, see, like this knife can be true metallic, right? Ah, careful. It's medical masks down here, that flag masks. These very skinny, fragile noses sticking out. What the hell is this? What is that? What we got here? This is oh, good God. Do. There's a scabbard. But what the hell is this? Correct. Is that? Let's see, so we got all the faces, we got a hand, we got swords, we got a tassel from his hilt, fabricy something, another pants, tassels, face, rope, cross? A cross. Okay. Cowl. That's part of this cowl, which is part of this. And that looks like a... There's another dagger, but it's sheathed. There's this wrap. What is that? Does that go all the way around? Can't tell. Alright. Kind of like a belt section. We'll go with that. Okay. It's really just so I can see what's going on here. Alright, he's got that from his face. Okay, so still trying to figure out what the fuck this is. It's got writing on it. That's good. But what is that? His hand is behind him. Okay. And it's holding that. Alright, I got it. Looks like a cleaver. And it's got like a butcher, like a nail hole in it. Looks like this might be a blade right there. So this would be another metallic. Another case for metallics. Right? Okay. I think we see it all. Eat it all. Let's get him glued on. Oh, you did another how-to. Sweet. Yeah, keep those up. That's very appreciated. Grow this community up. Yep, ISO is it. Oh, yeah, okay. Alchemy channel, right on. Beginner thing. Quick and easy results. Yeah, you know, and that's the thing. If you look at content, it is people want quick and easy results. I don't want to spend days figuring out how to do some simple thing. Because quick results are more motivating too when somebody's starting out. You know, if I can get good results right out the get-go, hey, there might be something to this. I might not totally suck at it. All right. Easy wins. Beginning. Okay, now we got light, so it's getting focused. That's why it wasn't focusing, because it's just too black. Alright, so let's get this bad boy glued on. I just keep the camera angle with my workstation ready. From slipping around. That's the key. Alright, so I'm gonna glue this bad boy. Glue. Stuff is so sloppy though to get out. You can't just. I like the Gorilla Gel because it's a little more controllable, but. Okay, so let's get a tray, a little dish. See if this will come out nice for us today. Yes. That's an easy win. All right, so we're gonna spray this so we get our activator. Oh, no, 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 no. Na, 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 na. I do it. Okay, let's hit his feet because the glue won't dry right away. We have a minute. we'll practice a run here really quick. So once we spray it, we get this over here. There's his foot. And he's going to have to go on right on the end. It's always nerve-wracking because the activator dries super fast. And we don't have to get it on the back of his foot, so that's in front of his foot, I mean. And we spray the base, maybe not on the paper. Right-handed, so I'm gonna go this way. It's already dry. That's how fast it dries. I have to get. Chaos Boy. Oh, well, I'll think about that. I'm only into painting minis since less than 6 months. Yeah, exactly. And that's a great way to learn, is to teach, right? Or to offer assistance. That's not good. Right. That's a great way to learn yourself, solidify the information by teaching it. I mean, I've only been back into this for like 3 years. Well, it seems like forever, but you should see some of my first models. My God. Okay, let's do this. Try it again. Spray. We can spray left-handed. That we can do. It does dry really fast. No. Oh, it's ending. Where is the glue? Okay, let's do this. Oh, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. Because resin is awesome. Where's my resin? Through this super good resin and purple light of death. Hold on a second. I'm gonna go over here and get some resin. Plan. Easy peasy. Lemon squeeze. I guess there's still a little bit. Oh, did I not get any? Fuck me. I thought it went in there. I guess light. Yeah. And all these kids were like in a month. We're in month 3. Yeah, you just jumped right in. That's the way to do it. That's what I did. My first model I bought from the game store. It was like $20, and it was huge. It was a Hydra. Like 6 heads, 5 heads. No, wait. 7. It's awful. It was huge, it was big, and I just went for it. I still have it. It's terrible. Where are we at here? Let's try this again. But we'll do it with resin and hence purpleness. So I'm actually going to turn, well, when we get to curing it, I'm going to turn the light off just because. And we don't need very much. This stuff will bond. Whoa, too thick. Poof. So this will bond him good. I think I like using resin better than super glue. Anyway, the last couple things I've glued up, I decided to use resin. Works awesome. A little bit on its feet. And a little bit. We'll clean up whatever get anywhere it should be. Oh, come on, get in there. So much. Okay. I'm just gonna hold this where it needs to be. And then light off. Hence purpleness. I can't even see it with that. I don't even know that it matters if the light's on or not. Okay, that did not work. Great. Anyway, let's see. Spotty? What? Oh. Nah, it's because I was trying to use my purple light. It did cure it, but it didn't cure it. Back to our original plan. Don't take the whole thing off. Yeah. Yeah, I turned the light off. I don't know that I have to use purple light or intense purpleness, but Seems like it should. Okay. Clean up around his feet, as we do. Hold it, hold it. We're almost there, hold it. And we have a model. Da, 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 da. All right. Most excellent. All right, well, sometimes it doesn't work, sometimes it doesn't work. Use what works in the situation. Bring that up real quick. I just know right now we don't want them to be blind. Or we want them to be blind. At the moment. Okay. Raise back in for our rock. Dum, dum, dum. Okay. Ding, ding, ding. Yay. Alright. Start getting. Guess I should probably glue the other one while we're at it and do this all at once. Get all the pain over with at one time. Okay, so here's number 2. Same with all of his madness up. Zenith all the goodness.
Oh, yeah.
What? Actually, I should have just sprayed these damn guys. I don't like dry brushing, honestly. Not for Zenithal. I'd rather just spray it. Yeah, and I can see what's going on with it. Dude. Yeah, he's pretty tenacious. I'm gonna have to be really careful painting him. It's not, I mean, he's on there, but you know, he's being held on by like a foot and a half. And what I want to do is bring in the white right by his face. I want to make sure that part is the mostest of the hostess with the most. Right in here, the focal point for this particular piece. Right. So it ends sword. So it's actually the main focal point right in here. And then you look and the dagger draws you down here, and then you see this here, like the secondary. Okay, let's get dude glued on. I think we're okay. Play with the glue again. Where's its base? There. Feet spray. Feet spray? My feet have never been stinky. Some people are particularly stinky. I know we had our lead guitar player, a band I was in for like 12 years. He had some serious acid sweat. Never seen anybody like it. He could play for a couple hours and he would literally have stuff hanging off his guitar strings. It's crusty crap. He had to totally keep it clean and change his strings like all the time. He just had really bad corrosive sweat. Okay. Glue. Glue. Feet. Glue plus feet. Ah, shit. Almost. Yep. gluing myself to the model. Always a good time. Okay. Let's not get super glue on the dry brush, shall we? Again. Alright, here we go. Red later, don't let up. Stay on target, stay on target. Ah. All right. Yay. We win. Okay. Well, with all this winning, let's start painting. So, we'll just start blocking him some big stuff. Just kind of analyzing it right now. He's got another dagger. How many daggers has this guy got? He's got one there. Whoa. He's got one there, one there. The scabbard for that one is back here. And he's holding this other knifey thing. So what we need to do is we need to block out his cape first. Let's see. So his cape is part of his hood. So his cowl isn't a separate piece. I guess this is kind of planning some of this out here mentally. Don't have to go too crazy because his palette's pretty limited. Cloak will do in dark gray, but the cloak is, I think his cowl is a different color, so that should tell the cowl is a separate piece. Comes around. Well, I think I'm only into painting minis. Yeah, well, yep, hit it hard. Hit that painting hard. But also patiently and compassionately. What is this? Oh, that's another mask. Okay. All the masks. Oh my god. Armor. Trying to find out if his cowl is his robe. I think it is. I think it's one piece, and then he's got his shirt. That's part of the robe. This is a cross. That's funny. There's a belt. And these are pants. All right. So, that being said, we'll just go color by color as we go, really. We need contrast between all the separate objects, so that's kind of where we go with. Dark, that's all, just because it's going to be the darkest part. Actually, let's get his skin. So we get his face, and we have a person. So we're going to get some more grays down. They should be a gray color. But we're gonna, because it's a focal point, it'll be a light gray. Which also gives us somewhere to highlight from. get like, we'll do one layer. Let's say we'll do one pass at highlights. Tabletop plus. Go too crazy. Pantaloons. But start blocking out some of this stuff. And his face. That will shine out because that's in a focal point. Let's get his skin bits. Quick. I'm gonna need a smaller brush. I need my little brush. Fortunately, because he's a changeling, he doesn't have a lot of facial features, so that'll be pretty nice for a change. Do the same thing to the other guy too. He will be gray, but he will actually be really colorful. But they'll both be grays. Smart, I'd be like Painty and actually start writing down all the colors that I'm going to use for this guy, but I'm not Painty. So I am setting future me up for confusion of how did I paint this guy again? How did I paint a changeling? Okay, that is not skin, is it? No. No, he's not. Sure it was. He's not a monster. Actually, he kind of is. Okay, you got an arm. Some mask. I think this arm is a naked arm. Is the other arm? It is not. Hey, Daystra, how you doing? Welcome in. Thanks for the visit. Here's where we're starting up with these guys. So this is our changeling. I'm just picking out stuff right now, finding out where everything is. We're trying to get his skin. So his skin is light gray. We're gonna do his cloak. His robe is a dark gray. I'm just trying to find out where his skin is right now. So is this hand, is this Doesn't look like there's a sleeve here. It's kind of hard to tell where his hand is. I think these are fingers. Paint's dried. Meowdy! Meowdy to you! How's it going, Rounds? He is? Oh, good. I'm at work, but I enjoy background sound. I'm all about background sound. Yep, very cool. Meow. These, oh yes, where the crack? Does his sleeves go all the way? These are sleeves. This is a face. Okay, this part's a little ambiguous. That's a face. It's got faces all over him, which is great. But this little section right here is a little ambiguous. I can't tell where things start and end right there. So we're gonna pick out one part and see what happens. And because it's paint, we could just paint over it. So at work, I'm at work too. Welcome to my job. I'm gonna say this arm is naked. I'm gonna say he does not have a sleeve here. Yeah, maybe they're rolled up or something, but then I gotta figure out where his hand is. Whoops. That's not an arm. Yeah, so this guy's all in grayscale, except for the faces. And there's a number 2. Number 2 is going to be all lit up like a Swiss Guard. Yeah, that's pretty good. Can't go wrong with a face with no features. Getting his eyes, so we're going to leave the eyes are dark. We'll highlight the nose and such. But the eyes are just kind of these dark sockets. I want to make sure get good coverage on the spots that we are covering. How are you doing, Rhonda? I'm going to go with Rhonda. First time chatter. Thank you for visiting. We appreciate you. Alright, this is arm. I think that's arm. Ah, Jesus. That's got my volume turned up really loud. Thank you for the follow. Chilling at work. Right on. Same. Where are you from? What part of the world are you at? If you don't mind divulging, you don't have to. I just like knowing people from all over the planet. So this is a hand. I think these are fingers. It's really hard to tell what's going on right here. Because he's holding... That's a hand. I'm almost positive. He's holding this, whatever it is. Oh! Oh, you are. Oh, you're both are in Florida. Oh, yeah, I had a really good still got a really good, he's not dead. I've got a really good friend of mine that was born and raised in Orlando. My youngest son actually moved from Portland to Orlando for a minute. He lasted about a year and then moved back to Portland. He hated it. Him and his friends got a rental up the east side of Orlando, and he's just like, oh my God. He couldn't handle the weather. I think it was the weather mainly. He just couldn't get it. Which makes sense, because like the West Coast, we didn't have humidity like we got out here. Because I'm originally from I was born in California, but we grew up in Oregon. So it's like, you don't know what humidity is. And because we're putting light gray on black, takes a few coats. Between weather and people are rude here. Yeah. Oh, you guys are married. Well, that makes totally sense. Totally sense? That totally makes sense. Words, even. Sentences are hard too. Sweet. Well, welcome in, you guys. Right on. Yeah, 2 thin coats. Well, actually, this is like 4 thin coats. If I try and make the coats too thick, then you blob paint places you don't want it to be. I want to start a new line of paints called 4 thin coats. If this was a bigger surface, like if when we get to doing the cape, or his robe, whatever, that'll be 1 thick coat. Ah, come on. Yeah, I've never, AKA Satan's butthole. That's pretty much what he said, kind of. I think he paraphrased it a little bit, but it's the same sentiment. I've never been to Florida. Actually, this is the furthest south I've been so far. We lived in New York for 7 years. We moved from Portland to New York, and then down here for the last 5 years. We weren't living in Manhattan or anything. We were in the mid-Hudson Valley, which was fucking gorgeous, but it's like you cannot afford to buy a house in New York. So we ended up here, kind of a Goldilocks zone. Weather's not terrible, but prices were super cheap, which is awesome. What do we got? Oh, when I was looking at your stream, it looked like your wife's sculpts. Yeah. Misogyny. Well, what? Oh, remember to... What? Allow. I don't know what the hell. Peony is not misogynistic. I don't care what SiriBot says. I vote we call the intergand of paints. We have a value that goes from 0 to X. And the number of coverage requires different brush strokes. Yeah, she sculpts. So she sculpts with polymer clay and makes characters and creatures and such and crafty things. And then she scans them and then prints in 3D. She doesn't do characters like this. Hers are a little more whimsical and different. Like she's working on a Minotaur right now, so. And she just printed out, she had a bigger version printed, so she was testing out the details on a 35mm version. So she hasn't taken it out the printer yet, so we'll see. But yeah, she's actually been painting, she paints 2D. She kind of inspired me to get in, once I got back into mini painting, it was like, she was a huge support and kind of an inspiration because we've always had a studio set up. in wherever we were living. So it kind of inspired me. Goals. Yeah. Sometimes short-term goals. I don't have any long-term goals. That's silly because there is no tomorrow. There's like only right now. I can come up with a loose plan of intentions, but then you gotta let it go. Let life do what it does, because that's all it's doing anyway. The attachment to what it does is the issue. Okay. I think we got good on there. Let's get this other guy's face and hands. And then we'll take a little pause really quick. I've also discovered this year, in the sense of learning and such, that when I get the consistency right in the paint, I don't have to put like any pressure on the brush. I find that I've been pushing too hard to like try and get paint off, and you don't have to do that. I mean, I'm literally just touching the end of the brush to the model, and the paint magically comes off on its own. It's kind of awesome. Yeah, she uses Blender. Yep. Well, she's learning Blender. But yeah, she works in Blender. ZBrush is just too much of a learning curve. There's a little sprue right there. And then we've got an Anycubic printer. We print out on that. We have a 3D printing service too. We talked about that. You've got an apartment, so you can't really. Now I can say you guys have an apartment, so can't really be doing that. There's a little sprue thingy right there. Oh, there's another one right here. Is that one? Yeah. Sometimes you catch these things. I mean, especially on models this freaking small. Okay. Started sculpting in it, but have a hard time. Yeah, multiple parts. Yeah, that's exactly where she had an issue with. I think she was hung up on that exact thing, like this last week, trying to figure that out. But I don't sculpt. I'd rather paint. Like, I don't have time to play the games either. I'll sit and print you a Blood Bowl theme, but I'll probably never play it. Or 40K. I don't paint 40K on my own. I will commission it. I just don't have time to play it. Also, now that we're doing this full time, I don't have the funds to sit and buy GW models left and right. I'd rather just get STLs that I like and print them. I do buy printed stuff once in a while, like this guy. This guy is for a competition next summer. So I've got, yeah, I love how that focus works. Why did that, I'm too close. He's too big. But yeah, so he's ongoing. But I bought him and he was sub-assembly. This guy, for example, he is also for a competition that's due in January, so I got a few minutes with him. He's almost done. He does look like the Hound, and you were like the 50th person to say that. He's totally the Hound. He's kind of like if Steven Tyler and the Hound had a kid. That's kind of what he looks like to me. But this guy's got a base. He's got a fiery base. Let's just mash them around. Since you're new here, we'll share this with you. Everybody else is sick of seeing my stuff. But yeah, so this is, I'm going to pin him above, he's going to be above his base. So we'll have fire reflecting. See, I don't know where the front is, so where's the front? Let's do it here, for example. If the Hound didn't get his face shoved in fire, yeah, that. That's a whole nother series of books. I have to say, I read the original series back in the day. I don't remember it verbatim, but I have to say the video of it, they did a really good job. Everyone looked pretty much like you expected them to, the settings, everything. They're awesome. Let's get, what were we doing? We're getting this guy's face here. Which one? This one. We'll get his base screen, and then we'll take a little pause for the cause. I would like to visit. There's a lot of places I want to visit. I want to go to New Orleans. I was going to go with my mom, but she decided to overdose instead. That was years ago. I would like to go to Florida, like Georgia, Florida. I've never been to the actual South. Like North Carolina it's like North Carolina and Virginia. Well, Virginia is like Trainer South. Yeah, North Carolina is like the South, level 1 South. Maybe level 2. It's like the South, but it's so less the South now because so many people from New England are moving down here. I mean, we were here for 3 months before we met somebody that was actually from North Carolina. They were all from New York or Connecticut or New Jersey. Hey, Mew. How's it going? I'm really not sure what's going on. I know he's holding it, but it doesn't show like where he's holding the handle. Weird. I'm gonna have to kind of fake it. But yeah, I'd like to go to places. Go to Europe. Never been to Europe. I've been to Italy, India, and Canada. Canada kind of doesn't count because they're like our hat. And I've only been to Vancouver, it was like Seattle North, but way nicer. Canadians are awesome. Okay, I think he's good for a base coat, yeah. Get his neck. Is this, no, this is, so this is a commission, and the client got it from, they had it shipped to me, so it actually just got here like Saturday. These guys. Quick, use your phone, scan them. Myth Forged. That's the company they got it from. It's going just watching from... Oh, it's going just watching from... Oh, cool. Steve and his wife Sam. So yeah, Myth Forged. So they're a 3D printer service, basically. I don't know that they're actually sculpting any of this, but anyway. That's who that is. The first time they sent the model, it came to town and then got bounced around facilities and then got sent back to the UK. So this is the second one. The second round. It was actually it was originally supposed to be for one model to do this changeling up in grayscale. They do mini mystery boxes. Yes, they do. I noticed that. That's kind of cool. I wish they'd offer STLs, but I think, for example, they're all printed. I didn't have to do too much cleanup on them. There were still some support bits, but okay, good enough for right now. And then we will take a little pause. All right. I bought quite a few STLs. I knew I'm printing getting just on hold. Yeah, there you go. Yep. Yeah, this house we got, it's like the whole downstairs is a basement / garage. So you actually drive kind of down and behind our house, and then it's basically a basement with a garage door. But it's the full square footage of the upstairs, so it's pretty big. And then I built this room that I'm in here. It's like 2 walls. Thanks, YouTube. But yeah, so that way we can keep the animals out when we're not in here. But it's totally open at the top, so it's all ventilated. It's an open space as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, I've got getting quite the STL collection. Right now, though, I'm trying to stay a little focused because I've got this work to do. I've got to get Uther focused. I'm trying to find another piece for Nova. I think I want to enter the one Markup sent over. It's like these skelly knights and this elvish maiden. You'd have to see it. It's really cool. If Markup was here, he could post a link to it again. I don't think Markup, are you still here? You got awful quiet when you landed. Might be lurking. Necromancer, yeah. Yeah, that was by something Wolf. What's the company? Well. Yeah, nice. Good for you. Keep painting. Don't let me interrupt. But it's a really cool sculpt. So I'm gonna keep looking around, but it's the first one on my list for consideration for sure. I want something dynamic. I've got 9 months to finish it. Should be not super complex, because that tends to bury other details. If you have too many details, then you can't see the whole, I think. White Wolf Tavern, that's right. I know there's a wolf involved. Yep, so I'm going to take 5 minutes. I got to run to the bathroom, and we will be right back. If you're new here, there's 3 minutes of ads. I won't be painting, so you won't miss anything. And we will return shortly even. Maybe if I can push the right button. We're back. Back.
Woohoo!
Alright. Where were we? Okay, so we need to block out some stuff. This is our main guy. So this would be number one. Dude number one. Dudette. I don't know. Ganger number one. As in the double kind. Yeah, the polymer clay, the biggest issue she has with it is after you're working it for a while, then it gets soft. And then it's like, too hard to work with. Okay. Yeah, my palettes too bad. Okay, so we want to do cloak and dark gray. It's like, which one's black, which one's dark gray? I don't know. I think that is. Almost looks black. No, it's this. Okay, talk to myself. Don't mind me. Just hanging out. There we go. We're just gonna start blocking out some stuff. And let's get his cloak. And I don't care that I'm painting over the zenithal because it was only there for reference and so I can see what's what. Straps probably have to remain brown, I'm gonna guess. Straps and weapons, things like that. But his clothes, his accoutrements can be real world colors. I need a smaller brush for that. And yes, this will be too thin to coat. I think I want to. It's about time to get him on, now that we're putting paint on. Is to get him on a holder. Where is my other little holder? All the holders. If it'll fit in here. Yeah. There. He's got a lot of little parts. I don't necessarily need to use a brush that tiny, but I do like the tips on my Artist Opuses pretty well. And the number 1 is nice. Actually, the 2 is nice too. I think we'll go with 1 on this. It's a little, it's finer than my raffia. Yeah. start picking up stuff. Oh yeah. Okay, I gotta find where else is his road coming down. So he's got part of it here. Part of it is here. Ah, I see. Okay. That makes me wonder if this is the same. No. Ba-do-do. Oh, there's a print mark up here. Is it? Or is it part of his helmet? What is that? Is that a little face? Oh my god. What is that? It looks like some kind of emblem-y thing. It's like right there. What is that? Is it on the other one? It is. Okay, so it's part of his get up. Alright. That's what I mean. A lot of it's just the initial stages are just identifying what's what. Where the hell is it? What is that? You don't want that bright for sure. That should be dark. We got heads over here. Up here goes to here. Okay, these are little, what is that? That's also cloak. Okay. Do. Bird stuff first. Ooh, God. He is not on okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to reglue that. Shit. It's that back foot. It's not actually on. Ooh, okay. Yeah, he's coming off. I want to use resin. Let me try some. Let's see. I had a feeling that was going to happen. I paint him without being on there, but it's silly because I'm going to end up wearing off paint all over the place. Arjun, how you doing? Do I have my toothpick here still? Ooh. Okay. Doesn't take much, maybe a couple dots. I just don't move. Didn't work. All right. Craptacular. Getting annoying. I just want to paint. Wow. All right. Well, fine. Well, one thing I can do this. I'm not going to glue that on there because he's not going to stay. So let's put him on the side of something. Let's need another hand. Just something to hold it in place. Nope. It's not sticky now. Okay. Where were we? Oh, yes. First before we get into painting the faces, because it's underneath all the faces. And once we paint the faces, we're not going to be able to get to the cloak. Oh man, that's an awkward angle. It's like shaky. I'm not going to wear that much off. See, now that looks separate, but it's not. I mean, it looks like, well, it looks like on camera that it's not doing anything, but it's actually a lighter gray than the black primer that was on here. So you can definitely tell. Woot. I will figure out a better mounting solution, but for right now, bump. What's that? Ah, mystery crusties. In here, I can see them. La la la. Also, I saw while I was in here, he also has that same support. Okay. Yeah, buddy. Keeps coming in to check on me. You done yet, Dad? Come on. Like, no, about 20 more minutes-ish. Well, it's pretty cool sculpt, though. There's a lot going on here. And all these faces, these are pretty cool. Yep. What is this? That looks like a hand. What is that? Oh, that's another face. It's a little bitty face. I see you there. Stealth face. Key is to get full coverage on this layer while we're doing it before we move. Otherwise, it'll create more work for me later. I don't like more work. Not more work. Work's fine. More work, not so fine. Bigger brush, you can deal with more paint. Ah, wait a minute. I see little crusties there. Not okay. Damn it. I thought I got all these. It's like you can't even tell how small they are until you get right on them. Fortunately, it doesn't affect our paint exercises. Actually, I'm going to sand that. I'm not going to pick these off. These I can't get to it the same. Just a few of these little screw bumps. They didn't do any cleaning on this at all. This is the stage to do that, because we don't want these little bumps. And since it's just primer right now. Where were you? I saw you. Did I get you? All of you? Really? Huh. It's just a really fine whoop. Real fine sanding stick. I need to finish my sentences, right? Okay. Yay. I see you there. This there. Yeah, it's funny when you change against the black, when you change your perspective, then the reflection changes. You can see it reflect off these little bumps at certain angles, but you can't at other. So many of these. Oh my gosh. Oop, it didn't show up yet. What? I made the name. What name update, huh? What you talking about? Oh, Desperanda. Yeah, I see it. Are you changing it again? Are you guys combining as one? You are now one entity. Oh, no, that's it. Nice. Put a coat on here. Ooh, starts up, everybody. Before we finish today, we'll go ahead and give them a little varnish. Bam, bam, bam. What is that? Okay, that's work. Just checking. One more pass. Should be good. I think we can probably call it at that point. Okay. Made a little bit of progress. It's good. It's a good day so far. Oh, there's a piece of crap. There's a bump there, there's a bump there. what? This cloak has got even more. Okay, we're not going to finish that. A little more sanding to do. Ooh. That looks good. But inside here, there's one there, there. Okay. Couple of these old guys in here we can deal with. Minimize my contact points on here as much as possible. Get them glued back on. Figure out what I'm going to do. There we go. That's okay. Okay. Doodly doo. Ooh, hungry. It is lunch. It is so much lunchtime. That's pretty good. Okay, let's give him a little varnish. And I think we'll call it. That's pretty good. Let me finish out what's on this brush. Varnish action on his rub. We're good. You did make a name update. Awesome. Destronda. Destronda. That's what I'm going to call you guys. Destronda. Let's make it one word. We always had Tejas, because Karen and Tejas is my name. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Mainly just for protective coating at this point. It's good. Slather it everywhere. Just don't let it pool up. Okay, on that note, you can sit here for now, and I will probably carry on later today, a little more off camera, keep them moving. Right. But I think for now, we got a lot done, so I'm pretty pleased with that. And super appreciate you guys choosing to spend time out of your lives to hang out with me and mine. Really grateful for all your support. It means a lot. Let's go find someone to raid out to. See who's home. What we got? Oh, I know. Let's see. Wait a minute. Cool. There's my channel. Yeah. Thank you. Peace to you as well. Peace and love to all you. Where is my? Oh, there it is. Like, where's my browser window? I'll be back tomorrow night at 7 p.m. EST. I was gonna say if Serenus was streaming, we'd go right in. Because people retired does that all the time. He'll be like working on the channel and then he raids himself because we raid into his channel and he shows up and then it messes up his tabs. Let's see. Who's around that we haven't visited? Maybe somebody new. No, maybe not. Got any suggestions, anybody? Many of my folks are actually online right now. Let's go visit Aspen. Aspen's cool. She's really good people, really good artist. See what they're working on. Hold on. Hold on, you guys probably heard that. Desktop audio is on. She is working on something very tiny. Go figure. All right, let's do that. Let's visit Aspen of Ocean. Give her a follow if you're not already following. Show her some love when we get there. And I will see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your time zone. Take care out there.